37-yard run.
Hey, Roadrunners, welcome back. It's Sunday morning after a bye week. We've got a little bit more clarity in Conference USA football, don't we? Roadrunners are sitting atop 4-0, no losses. North Texas right there, 4-1. The only loss to the Roadrunners. North Texas laid it on Western Kentucky. They had 500 plus yards of offense, 540 yards of offense. So that's above their average. So North Texas still looming large. So I think the clarity that we have is UAB is pretty much out of it unless something strange really happens the last 4 games and 3 games for North Texas and for UTSA and for Western Kentucky for that matter, right? Because Western Kentucky has the head-to-head with UAB. Now, could UAB win out? They've already played 5 games. That put them 6-2. Western Kentucky is 3-2 also, so they could lose out. Chances are. But what do you think? Here's the crazy thing. So, no lie, here's the crazy thing. FIU at 2-2 is still right there. Crazier things have happened. Now, they got 4 games left to play. Do they win out? I mean, we don't think so, but it could happen. Now, the unknown factor is Rice. Where does Rice play in all this? They're 2-2. I mean, Middle Tennessee gave it to them. I think that gave UTSA a leg up for a chance in the title game. If UTSA goes 2-2 and they beat Rice, they're guaranteed a spot in the title game. Well, they're pretty much guaranteed, a spot. Doubtful they'd host it because North Texas could win out, right? But you still want to get there. I got a question for you. Do you think this is good for Conference USA if it ends up being UTSA and North Texas? I know who would be happy about it, and that's the AAC, with us both teams joining AAC next year, knowing that they're getting a 2-time recent Conference USA title contender, and they're getting a new one, right? I think that bodes well for the AAC. But for Conference USA, I think Conference USA can levy this if you're good at marketing, the birthplace of champions, the proving grounds, whatever. You'd have to do something like that. If you're worth your weight in marketing, you find every angle and you play it. Yeah, you don't say we're Power 6. I mean, that was kind of silly what the AAC did there a few years back. Yeah, I know you're BCS busting, but you know what? So was the Mountain West. And they did it before you. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. But with that being said, if you angle it properly, you can really highlight who you are as a conference. I'm wondering from a viewership standpoint, does this help? What do you think? Do you think from a viewership standpoint, it'd be better to have an FAU or an FIU? I don't think FIU matters, to be honest with you. Nobody goes to their games. Even when they were good, nobody was going to their games, I don't think, right? I think that FAU, yeah, absolutely, would probably bring eyeballs, right? Being in Central Florida. I think UTSA is a win for them. I think UAB is a win for them being in the title game. North Texas has to be a win for them. I mean, they got the DFW area, right? So is this good? I think the issue is that it's still 2 Texas teams, and you might not be getting the full eyeballs that you would want from a viewership perspective on TV. Now, will it help playing on a Friday? Absolutely not. I mean, that right there, yeah, I know everyone wants to say, oh, it's the only game on Friday. Yeah, but it's still a freaking Friday. And we still start at like 6 Central, right? So it's 4 o'clock Pacific. It's 5 o'clock Mountain. Now, it is 7 o'clock Eastern, so that might help there, but I still think a Saturday game. I still think this is a game where do the eyeballs on TV matter as much as the butts in the seats, right? I think butts in the seats matter more, say a lot more about it. Because we talked about this last year, where UTSA was the 4th highest attended conference title game, but it was the only one on Friday of all those top 5. Yeah, I mean, that means a lot. Don't think it is hard to get to football games on a Friday night for everybody. That's why typically you never saw a Thursday night game for anyone other than, the what's that conference that's got Bowling Green in it? The Mid-America Conference, right? The MAC. And you had the Mountain West would play some of those games on Thursday, or the old WAC. They were fighting for TV rights, right? Spots on the TV. And so I get it. I don't have an issue with it from that perspective. I have an issue with it as a season ticket holder. Friday night games suck, but I'll make my time to get there. Now, if they're road games, I don't care. Like when we played FIU on a Friday, I didn't care because it was a road game. I wasn't going to make FIU. But anyway, let's talk about what the Roadrunners have left and what the possibility is. This is the layout for how the Roadrunners' path to hosting the title game. 3-1, beating Rice. 4-0 definitely solves it, right? Puts us there. 2-2, beating Rice, we're in the conference title game for sure. Now, there is something to be said. I mean, if we go 2-2 and UNT loses one more game, we're still in there. And we've with it, I don't know who it would it be UNT? Because I mean UNT would get there by the heads up win over Western Kentucky, right? Right? They beat them heads up just recently. So WKKU has 2 losses. So it's pretty wacky. There's a lot of possibilities right there for getting there. But let me tell you, plain and simple, win 3 games and we're in the conference championship game. That simple. Because Rice has 2 losses. Win 3 games. We don't even have to beat Rice to go in there. Just win 3 games. But if we win 2 games, one of them better be Rice. Right? That's kind of how it's working out for us. Now, Rice has already only played 4 conference games. So, I don't know when their bye week is. They're overall 4-5, Rice 4-4. So, when do they get a bye week? They must have already had it. My mind's going crazy. They've already had their bye week. That's what it is. So, we got a bye week. We've got a chance to hit the ground running with a win over UAB. It's not going to be easy. Not going to be easy at all. I'm going to wait to do my preview UAB video for Friday, but this is about the Conference USA standings. So we got one thing on the table. What do you think from a viewership standpoint Conference USA wants? Do they want North Texas and UTSA? From a viewership standpoint. From a competitive standpoint, you always want the 2 best teams playing, no matter what. I've never bought into that BS. Nobody's going to watch it. Wait, what? Don't you want to watch the best teams play? That's an NBA, fallacy. That's an NFL fallacy. Nobody's going to watch it. No. If you care about competition, you want to see the 2 best teams play, not the 2 most popular. From a viewership standpoint, add whatever. Yeah, absolutely. But let me ask you something. Go look through all the Super Bowls. Find the Super Bowls with the most unlikely teams there. Do you think Baltimore being there really mattered? It's a small city. Yeah, it's on the East Coast, but no one gives a crap. It's Baltimore. Look how small it is. Look at it on the pantheon of top 10 most populous cities. No one cares. Do you think the NFL struggled with viewership? Absolutely not. Okay, so it was down. Ooh. If Cleveland gets there and it's down, ooh. That's like saying, oh, you know what? I have $1 billion and only made 2% interest instead of 2.1% interest. That's really what it's about. So you want to see the best teams there. Do you need a new team being there? I don't necessarily think so. I think you need a bad guy. The league's thrive on the bad guys being good, the most hated teams being good. Do you think MLB is doing better or worse because the Astros have pissed off America? Do you think it matters? I'm telling you, I think because the Astros are the most hated team in America right now, it's doing them good because people want to see them lose. And it helped Philadelphia. It helped ratings with Philadelphia winning that first game. Absolutely. Do you think people, look at it this way, do you think people really cared about Atlanta winning? They didn't seem to care too much in the 90s when Atlanta wasn't winning. They won their one but kept losing in the World Series. Right? No. It was the anti-winner, right? So is that, with UTSA going back, is UTSA the anti-winner? I'm thinking there's a little bit of that. And let me tell you what I think why that is. We play football in Texas. We're the newcomers. Now, North Texas feels the same way. But there's nothing that either one of our programs, North Texas and UTSA, have that people can latch on to. Yeah, we were the nice, shiny story last year. But it's not like we're Rice. We're not like we're 4,000 student Rice. Then we'll go, look at the small school. While people completely gloss over the $5 billion endowment they have. Right? Well, people gloss over how much money Rice has. So that's what we have to think about when it comes down to everything we do. We just got to be us. But from eyeballs, more people watch UTSA football than they watch Rice football. I know some Rice homers. Okay, you're a homer. That's exactly what it is. Nobody cares about Rice. What have they done athletically? Okay, so they won the College World Series. When? I'm not hating on Rice. I'm just saying, in this world of put your money where your mouth is, bring people to the table, bring people in the stands. I mean, UNT does it better. UAB does it better. I mean, little old Western Kentucky had 17,000 people at their thing. Now 70% capacity in Western Kentucky, Bowling Green, right? FIU's kind of a shame because they're in Miami, but you're in Miami. Let me think about it this way. Miami, University of Miami and FIU in Miami, and any other school there, your teams are doing okay. Unless you're a graduate, are you going there? Or are you going to go to the beach? I mean, I'm being dead serious. Regardless of your age, you're going to live an outside lifestyle, right? So you're not going to go watch it. Anyway, Roadrunners, I think this is going to be a pretty fun series coming up. These 4 games. Let's see what we got. Tell me what you think we do. I see a path to 4-0. Sorry about that. Low battery mode. I see a path to 4-0. I also see a path to 2-2. I mean, we are on razor's edge right now with injuries. Anyway, Roadrunners, I got to go. My phone's about to crap out from battery usage. Peace out. Birds up. Birds out. Peace up.